Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be talking about portfolio quality screenshots. This is a tough one and it's also very important. You're going to need to learn how to make a quality screenshot to put on your portfolio so that when someone sees it, they believe, they feel, and they perceive that your artwork is better and finished, whether it may be or not. Okay? And no matter what we do in game development, everything, it's all 3D, it's interactive, there's more than one way to look at it. But we're also creating artwork. When you're creating artwork to hang on a wall or to put on a website, it's just one 2D flat non-interactive image. So honestly, you can show the viewer whatever you want. You can tell whatever story you want and make the viewer believe it, and it's your job to make them believe it. So in your level, you always want to try to find the best picture you can and make it a very nice story and a very nice professional picture for the viewer. Again, the level might not even be finished. The game might not even be published, but it's still work that you did that you want to tell somebody about. So in this first image, you'll notice that there's a pillar in this level and I'm taking a picture of it. The reason it is directly in the middle is actually a very complicated thing. I'm going to give you the easy answer. The easy answer is to why this pillar is in the middle of the picture is because I'm human. And there's been tons and tons and tons of studies done in photography and done with psychology and a lot of other areas that state that it's human nature. Even when you're a professional photographer, it's human nature to shove the item that you're focused on, the item that is most important to you, in the center of your vision. And even professional photographers end up sometimes taking pictures of their objects directly in the middle. And there's a lot of reasons to do that too, especially if you know you're going to crop the image later on. But the main idea here is that I took a screenshot, you can see all the buttons from UDK, and the item that I'm focusing on is directly in the center. This is clearly a screenshot of an unfinished project. Okay? So, what you need to do when you're thinking about these portfolio shots is, first of all, find a better angle. So, in this next picture here, you'll see that I found a better angle of the pillar. And not only is it telling a more interesting picture and telling a more interesting story and having a more dynamic camera angle, but it's also following the rule of thirds. Now, the rule of thirds is something that a lot of artists do where they break the picture up into thirds vertically and horizontally. And where those sections line up in the middle to create these four dots, those are the most dynamic and most interesting points in the picture to where you want your viewer's eyes to go. So you can see in this picture I've lined up the tree, the waterfall, and as much as I can of the pillar in those four spots to help make this a better, more dynamic, more interesting picture with a better story. Now again, it's not finished. You can still see all the buttons. So what we have to do next is crop the image. So here you'll see my finished screenshot, not my finished portfolio picture that's going to be going on my website, just a finished crop. Now, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but the next picture is going to have a lot more depth. This picture does not have depth in it, so let's take a look. The next picture here has a lot of depth to it. Okay, you can see that it's a lot darker and has a lot more contrast. Okay, again, we're just tweaking the image. You can do this in Photoshop, you can do it in GIMP, Illustrator, whatever software you're using to make your pictures better is totally up to you. I'm using Photoshop for this example. Now in the next picture, I'm actually going to make it look even better. I'm going to turn this regular picture into a widescreen format just by adding black bars at the top, black bars at the bottom, and a little line in between the two just to kind of break up the image from the border. Now I'm also using a green line. I'm taking color from the image. I'm sampling color from the image to make my borders for this, to help bring it all together. Now you might think that this is a good picture, but it's still got more to do. So what we're going to do next is we're going to finish it by telling the people, whoever's viewing your image, information. So for example, this is level 5 of the game I'm creating, and I'm calling it Marsh Meadow. This is a hypothetical game, hypothetical image, but this is a real level from the UDK November version that is in the examples folder. So you can always load it up and take a look at it. So again, we started with this original picture that is just a random screenshot that someone took of some item that they're looking at in the level, and we turned it into a finished piece of art that we could hang up on the wall, or in this case put on our portfolio website. Now there are a lot of things that I could do more to this. I could make it black and white, I could have gradients on it, I could animate some of those things and make a movie with it. I can even blur the background a little bit to put more emphasis on the tree, the waterfall, or the pillar. There's a lot you can do with digital editing, but it's up to you to figure out what story you want to tell for your portfolio and then make it happen. So I hope this helps you get better screenshots and better video captures and whatnot for your portfolio. So have fun and good luck.